Welcome back to the deep dive. This is where we try to cut through all the noise, whether it's complex market reports or, like today, really intense, tangled narrative timelines.
Yeah, we dig into the source material, figure out what's really going on, and lay out the essential knowledge for you.
Exactly. We do the heavy lifting on the complexity so you can walk away actually understanding it.
And this week, we are diving deep into, well, let's just call it 2 weeks of pure chaos in Genoa City. We're covering October 27th right through to November 7th.
Mm-hmm.
And if you follow this world at all, you know what that window means. It's the absolute kickoff for November sweeps.
Right. This is when they light the fuse on everything.
Totally. It's, deliberately bringing all those long simmering storylines right to the boiling point, guaranteeing maximum drama, maximum confrontation. It's all by design.
That's exactly our mission today, then. We're looking at this, hyper-condensed period where it seems like everything that could go wrong does all at once.
It really does.
We've looked at all the source material, and we've kind of boiled it down to three main pillars of conflict, three pillars of chaos, really, that define this fortnight.
Okay, pillar number one, we're calling it corporate warfare. There's this urgent crisis around a stolen artificial intelligence program. Think of it like a weapon of mass corporate destruction.
Wow, okay.
And it's threatening the very foundation of Jabot, the whole Abbott family empire. It's huge.
Pillar two takes us out of town, actually, all the way to the West Coast. There's escalating peril in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. The Newman family is facing some very real danger out there while they're investigating the fallout from a pretty serious car crash.
And pillar number three brings it right back home to the really personal stuff, forbidden desires and family feuds.
Oh, yeah. These are relationships hitting absolute breaking points. We're talking romantic triangles, actual physical violence, and these ancient rivalries just reaching a point of no return. It's brutal.
Okay, so it sounds like a pressure cooker. Where do we start? The corporate stuff seems like the biggest immediate threat, that ticking time bomb.
Let's do it. Let's unpack this audacious theft of the AI and how it instantly shifts the whole power dynamic in Genoa City. So day one, Monday, October 27th. This sets the urgency immediately. Lily Winters meets with Kane Ashby.
Right.
And her expectation is simple, right?
Yeah.
She thinks he's going to hand over this AI program they've been dealing with so she can just destroy it. End the threat.
Which was the plan, wasn't it? Get rid of it before it caused trouble.
That was the plan. But this is Kane Ashby we're talking about.
Ah, so predictable drama incoming.
Exactly. He has to drop the bombshell.
Yeah.
The AI is gone, stolen.
Oh, no.
So it's not just that the threat hasn't been dealt with. The threat is now loose, weaponized, and potentially in the hands of someone, well, way more dangerous than Kane.
Okay, that's bad. Who does he think took it? He must have suspects.
He does. And who he suspects tells you everything about his mindset and, frankly, about Genoa City. He names two people, Victor Newman or Phyllis Summers.
The usual suspects for maximum chaos.
Pretty much. He knows the city's main chaos agents, right? And his fear, it's really interesting.
What is it?
His primary fear isn't like global disruption. It's about Kane.
Of course it is. Self-preservation first.
Right. If Victor has the AI, Kane knows Victor will use it against Jabot. That's inevitable. And then Kane's terrified he'll be blamed for the whole thing, for bringing the weapon into the game in the first place.
So he's looking at total ruin, career over, exiled from town.
Totally. But then there's Phyllis. He suspects her too. He says she was, and this is a quote, really worked up because Kane wouldn't agree to use the AI for pure chaos.
So that tells us something about the AI itself, doesn't it? It's not just accounting software.
Not at all. This AI is clearly designed for disruption, for sabotage,
right.
Which, fits Phyllis's current state of mind perfectly. She's all about burning things down right now.
So Lily finds out it's gone. How does she react? I can't imagine she's pleased.
Pleased is not the word. The reckoning is swift. She blames Kane, point blank. And, she's right, isn't she? He created this vulnerability. He held onto this dangerous thing.
He absolutely did.
So now the weapon's loose. Kane is, predictably, desperate. Mm-hmm. He's promising Lily, I'll fix it. I'll get it back. We'll destroy it together. He's stressing, we got to move ASAP before whoever has it uses it.
But does Lily buy it? Kane's track record on fixing his own messes isn't exactly stellar.
His promises ring pretty hollow, yeah. You can tell Lily's furious and scared. Kane is just scrambling.
And that scrambling leads him where?
Directly to his next desperate act.
Yes.
He can't get Victor on the phone, shocker, so he tracks him down at the GCAC.
Okay.
And he ends up interrupting Chelsea and Adam Newman.
Oh, confronting Adam in public? That's bold. Or stupid.
Probably more the latter. Kane's really hit rock bottom if he thinks that's a good strategy for, diplomatic relations.
How does that conversation go? I'm guessing not well for Kane.
Brutally efficient is the phrase the sources use. Adam smells the desperation instantly. He basically tells Kane to just leave Genoa City, says he has nothing left there.
Ouch.
Then Adam twists the knife, promising to run more hit pieces on Kane just to make sure he's totally ruined.
Classic Adam. Just relentless.
But Kane actually gets a good line in. It's defiant. It shows he understands the game, even if he's losing badly.
What does he say?
He reminds Adam that Billy Abbott ran hit pieces on him for years. Often ruined him, at least temporarily. Yet Adam always stuck around. So Kane asks, why should he leave?
Huh. That's actually a fair point. You got to give him that.
It's a moment of clarity, yeah. But ultimately, it's useless. Adam just brushes him off. Kane's already lost. He just doesn't realize the game's over.
Why? Because someone else already has the prize.
Exactly. Because while Kane is begging Adam at the GCAS, the real winner is being decided. The very next day, Tuesday, October 28th, Phyllis Summers walks right into the Newman Ranch. Yep, the deal is happening. She confirms it. She stole the AI. Sources say it's the one from Kane, possibly originating with Tucker McCall.
And she's just offering it to Victor. After everything.
She's holding an auction, basically, demanding Victor make her an offer if he wants this incredibly powerful program.
Okay, we need to understand this AI better. What can it actually do? It sounds like more than just corporate spying.
That's a really key point the sources emphasize. We should think of it less like, a fancy spreadsheet and more like a digital master key, a Trojan horse.
Okay.
It probably allows for deep, undetectable corporate espionage, maybe real-time stock manipulation, or possibly even the power to cripple a competitor's entire logistics network or their cybersecurity defenses. It's the ultimate corporate lever.
And Phyllis Summers is handing this weapon to Victor Newman.
The man who's betrayed her repeatedly.
Yeah.
Run over people she cares about, the most ruthless player in the city. Yes.
That's stunningly short-sighted, even for Phyllis.
It speaks volumes about her character flaw, doesn't it? That familiar hubris. She always believes she's smarter than Victor. That this time she can control the chaos she unleashes.
But she never can.
She never can. It's pure hubris.
Yeah.
And so within, 48 hours of Kane realizing it's gone, the weapon is secured by the mustache. And it's aimed squarely at Shabbat.
So when does Jack find out? He can't be in the dark for long.
No. By Thursday, October 30th, Jack Abbott gets a cryptic message. The sources strongly suggest it's from Kane, probably trying to cover his tracks or maybe warn Jack indirectly.
A warning about a threat to Jabal.
A serious potential threat, yeah. Jack investigates quickly, confirms the AI is gone, and learns who Kane suspected, Phyllis or Victor.
And Jack's reaction, he's not going to sit back.
Absolutely not. He goes all out is the phrase used. This isn't just business for Jack. It's protecting the Abbott family legacy. It's a defensive war footing against whatever Victor plans to do with this software.
So who does he go after first? Does he target Victor as the end user or Phyllis as the thief?
That's the big question, isn't it? Jack knows how Victor operates. He needs leverage, always. And Victor's already making moves to prepare for the fallout.
What kind of moves?
He brings Michael Baldwin back into the fold, offers him a second chance.
Calling in the fixer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He likely wants Michael to handle the legal mess, the cleanup, while Victor focuses on deploying the AI he got from Phyllis. This is a really critical move by Victor.
Oh, wait, Michael. He's been trying to rebuild trust, right? Especially with Nikki and Victoria. He used to be GA. Would he really go along with using some illegal AI sabotage program against the Abbotts?
That's the crucial insight. Michael often functions as Victor's, like ethical canary in the coal mine. If Victor is pushing a plan that even Michael Baldwin would object to,
then Victor's gone truly rogue, operating way outside legal or ethical bounds.
Precisely. It signals that Victor is prioritizing absolute corporate victory over, family harmony, public reputation, maybe even the law.
While Victor's lining up his legal defense, there's another weird alliance forming, isn't there? On that same Thursday.
Yeah, this one's fascinating. Billy Abbott and Phyllis Summers are spotted, swapping information.
Billy and Phyllis, they usually can't stand each other.
Right. They're typically enemies, circling each other with total suspicion. So for them to be sharing intel, it screams temporary tactical alliance.
Against who? Victor? Adam? Both?
Probably both. It's likely born out of shared hatred for Victor, and maybe Adam too. Perhaps they're trying to figure out how to undermine whatever Victor's planning with the AI.
Could be a last-ditch effort. Billy trying to save Jabot, or maybe just protect himself from more fallout.
Could be. It shows how high the stakes are that these two would even consider cooperating.
And this whole AI situation's not just business, is it? It's going to ripple through the Newman family, too.
Oh, massively.
Oh.
As we head into that first week of November, Victor's plan to use the AI, it's set to cause major internal explosions. Think about Nikki, Adam, even Michael. They actually have relationships, some level of respect for the Abbotts.
Especially Nikki. A scorched earth attack on Jabot using stolen tech. She wouldn't stand for that. Neither would Adam, probably.
Exactly. It's going to create huge strife within the Newman family itself, particularly because...
Oh, well, timing is key.
What about the timing? The rest of the key Newmans, Nikki, Nick, Victoria, they're all preoccupied. They're dealing with that serious family medical crisis out in Los Angeles.
So Victor is making his move while they're distracted, emotionally and physically absent.
It's classic Victor. Seizing the opportunity presented by their vulnerability. And while he's executing this grand plan, poor Kane Ashby is still on the outside looking in.
Still scrambling, trying to get the AI back.
Still scrambling, totally desperate, trying to retrieve the weapon that's now definitively Victor's prize. The corporate war fuse has been lit, and Victor's holding the match.
Okay, wow. So the corporate world is about to implode. Let's shift to that second pillar you mentioned, the personal stuff, the emotional implosions, the violence.
Yeah, things get really intense on the personal front, too, during this period. Let's start with the Tessa and Daniel triangle. That situation reaches a really turning point.
Okay, what happens there?
Monday, October 27th again. It starts kind of light. Daniel Romalotti is super hungover.
Oh.
And his parents, Phyllis and Danny, are there, teasing him about it. Standard family stuff.
But knowing Phyllis, the mood probably doesn't stay light for long.
You guessed it. The second Daniel mentions he was out boozing with Tessa Porter, Phyllis snaps into protective mom mode.
Interesting contrast, right? She's plotting corporate espionage, but worried about her son's love life.
It's pure Phyllis. But what's fascinating is her insight. She's genuinely worried Daniel will get hurt. Why? Because Tessa's married and supposedly loves her wife, Mariah Copeland.
So Phyllis, the queen of chaos, is warning her son away from romantic chaos. The irony.
It's thick, isn't it? Meanwhile, across town, Tessa is waking up, also hungover.
From boozing with Daniel, presumably.
Yep. And she's waking up from a very steamy dream about hooking up with Daniel.
Whoa, okay.
But get this, the dream was interrupted by the police showing up to arrest Mariah.
Wow. Talk about a symbolic collision. Desire meets disaster.
Exactly. It's just her feelings for Daniel are tangled up with all the danger and instability surrounding Mariah right now. That marriage has been under enormous strain.
So Daniel represents
What?
an escape. Stability?
Maybe all of the above. Not just a new romance, but possibly a simpler path, an escape route from the legal mess, the personal drama with Mariah. Tessa's clearly looking for a lifeboat.
Does she act on it? Or just dream about it?
Oh, she acts. Immediately. She calls Daniel, invites him over for breakfast at her suite at the GCAC.
And Daniel, does he go?
Ditches his parents instantly and rushes right over.
Okay, things are moving fast.
They talk about the drunken kiss they shared the night before. Daniel, to his credit, tries to pump the brakes. He says, we can't go further. You're married.
That's the sensible thing to say.
It is. But Tessa doesn't accept it. This is the key moment. She pushes back. She actually suggests her marriage might be over.
She says that. Out loud.
Yep. She's not just passively hoping things change. She's actively opening the door for Daniel. The source material calls it giving him at least a yellow flag, if not a green flag, to proceed.
Wow. So she's basically signaling she's available,
Yeah.
using Daniel to maybe justify ending things with Mariah.
It looks exactly like that. That romantic triangle just got a flashing green light for maximum sweeps conflict.
Okay, from emotional conflict. You mentioned physical brutality. Where does that come in?
Tuesday, October 28th. This delivers one of the biggest shock moments of the whole 2 weeks. It involves Adam Newman and Billy Abbott.
Oh, boy. Those two, what happened?
This is years of bad blood, psychological warfare, just boiling over. You have to remember the history.
Delia. Adam's manipulations, Billy's breakdowns, their rivalry over everything.
Everything. And Adam is just running his mouth as usual, according to the sources, pushing every single one of Billy's buttons. Probably about Kane, about Billy's failures, his instability.
Then Billy's already on edge, right? With the Jabot stuff, maybe the Phyllis intel.
He's a wreck. And Adam seems determined to rub it in, make sure Billy knows he's seen as ruined, personally and professionally, And works. Billy snaps.
What does he do?
He punches Adam, and the source says hard. Adam collapses onto the floor, right there in the lobby of the GCAC.
Collapses, like out cold. This wasn't just a shove.
Sounds like a serious blow. A moment of complete, uncontrolled, brutal emotional release from Billy.
And it's public, in the GCAC lobby.
Very public. And guess who witnesses the whole thing? Chelsea Lawson.
Oh, perfect. Adam's partner. That complicates everything.
Hugely. This isn't just a private scuffle. It's instantly framed as a potential headline moment. For Billy, who's supposed to be running this big media company trying to stabilize Abacom, this public display of violence, it's career suicide.
What are the immediate consequences, besides Adam being on the floor?
Well, the sources suggest Billy's volatility continues. Later that week, he apparently irritates Phyllis by interrupting a meeting she's having, possibly that crucial AI meeting with Victor at the GCAC.
So he's just out of control. But the bigger issue is the legal one, right? Especially with Victor involved.
Exactly. Victor now has leverage. Serious leverage. This incident gives him a way to potentially sideline Billy completely using the legal system.
Will Victor press charges? Or threaten to over Adam getting punched?
You bet he will, especially if he thinks Billy might interfere with his AI plan or if Billy and Phyllis are collaborating against him. Victor always uses personal failings as corporate weapons. This plays right into his hands. Clear the board of obstacles.
Man. Okay, let's circle back to Phyllis for a second. She's making the AI deal. Her son's in a romantic mess. She's maybe teaming up with Billy. What else is going on with her?
Her personal turmoil is running parallel to her corporate plotting. There's this scene where she's alone with her ex, Danny Romalotti.
Danny. Right, he's back in town.
He is. And Phyllis, being Phyllis, just can't resist taking shots at his fiancée, Christine Blair. You know, cricket.
What does she say? Still calling her the bug.
Still calling her the bug. Tells Danny his life with Christine will be incredibly dull. Just classic Phyllis, trying to poison someone else's happiness.
Why does she do that? Seems so self-destructive.
It is self-destructive. She attacks stability in others because she can't find it herself. She sees Danny and Christine's calm, happy life as like a personal insult to her own chaotic existence.
Does Danny just take it?
No, actually. He knows her so well. And he hits her with this really painful, but probably dead-on accurate rebuke.
What does he say?
He tells her flat out, stop attacking. Find a man of your own to make you happy. And then, even more pointedly, he suggests she needs someone policing her to stop her from constantly making mistakes.
Wow, he's basically diagnosing her, saying she needs external control because she keeps self-sabotaging out of loneliness or unhappiness.
It's a brutal assessment.
Oh.
And you know what confirms Danny's worry almost instantly?
What?
While they're having this exact conversation, Phyllis gets a text. It's from Victor, confirming their meeting at the ranch.
The AI deal meeting.
The AI deal meeting. Danny sees the text exchange happening, sees it's Victor, and he immediately gets worried. He knows Phyllis is out getting herself into trouble as usual. His assessment is validated, like, right there in real time.
And this is all happening while Danny and Christine are planning their wedding, right? For sweeps.
Exactly. They're finalizing plans, aiming to tie the knot during November sweeps, which, given Phyllis's current state,
Her instability, Victor likely about to betray her, Danny calling her out, her history of ruining weddings.
it sets up an almost guaranteed collision course. Crashing that wedding seems like the perfect storm for Phyllis, the ultimate public meltdown, a way to scream, if I can't be happy, nobody can.
That wedding is going to be must-see drama.
Absolutely. The pressure cooker is about to explode.
Okay, so Genoa City is practically on fire with corporate backstabbing and personal breakdowns. Let's switch gears to that third pillar, the danger brewing out in Los Angeles. What's happening there?
Right, so while all this is going down back home, a significant chunk of the Newman family is on the West Coast. By Wednesday, October 29th, we know Nikki and Victoria have flown out to L.A.
To support Nick and Sharon, right, after Noah's car crash.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're there to check on Noah, make sure he's okay, and also to check on Claire Grace Newman, who was involved somehow. It's that Newman Family First display.
Even while Victor's back home, plying against the Abbotts and potentially undermining that same family stability. The hypocrisy.
It's textbook Victor, isn't it? Manage the image while consolidating power.
Is there any good news about Noah? How is he doing?
There is some short-term good news. He's recovering. And the plan is to bring him back to Genoa City soon to fully recuperate back home. So the LA situation, for him at least, seems temporary.
Okay, that's something.
And we even get a little peek into the future from the sources. Apparently, Noah, Sienna, and her husband Mitch are all expected back in Genoa City by Thanksgiving. There's even a behind-the-scenes photo mentioned, showing Noah and Sienna filming scenes in crimson lights, with Christmas decorations up.
Ah, so the LA mystery itself is probably going to wrap up relatively soon, but the danger right now is still very real.
Very real. And it's escalating, particularly because of Sharon.
What's Sharon doing?
She's not content to just wait for the police report on the crash. She feels something's off. So she's going down what the sources call a dangerous path, doing her own investigation.
Sharon playing detective again? She does that when her family's threatened.
It's very typical for her, yeah. But this time, the risk feels higher. As she and Nick keep chasing leads about the crash, the danger to both of them escalates. They're poking around, getting closer to a truth someone in LA clearly wants buried.
And they're not exactly trained investigators. They could be walking into serious trouble.
Definitely seems that way. Meanwhile, someone else is running their own covert op in LA.
Who's that?
Kyle Abbott.
Kyle. What's he doing in LA? I thought he was dealing with Joe Boat drama.
He's juggling. He apparently corners Sienna Bacall. She manages that club, the Shadow Lounge, and knows Noah, knows Holden Novak.
Holden, Claire's boyfriend, right?
Right. And Kyle's mission is pure sabotage. He wants dirt on Holden. He wants to bring Holden and Claire up. Probably thinks Holden's bad news. Or maybe that Claire's too fragile for him right now.
Does Sienna give him the dirt?
Surprisingly, no. She shows some loyalty here. She refuses to trash Holden Novak, even under pressure from Kyle.
Interesting. So Sienna's not just easily manipulated.
Seems not. Which makes her next move really intriguing. She refuses to give up Holden, but then she pivots. She promises Kyle dirt on someone else instead. Someone back in Genoa City. Audra Charles.
Audra? Why Audra? And does Sienna actually have dirt on her?
The sources suggest she might deliver, yeah. It's a huge strategic shift for Kyle. He went to L.A., focused on a family issue, Claire and Holden, and he might be coming back with a corporate bombshell aimed at Audra.
And Audra is Sally Spectra's new business partner at Abacom. Oh, this connects everything.
It really does. The L.A. plotline is about to drop a grenade right back into the Genoa City business world.
Is anyone else new popping up in L.A., making things even more complicated?
Yep. There's a new character debuting soon. Actor Roger Howarth is coming in as Mitch Bacall.
Bacall, Sienna's husband.
Sienna's husband. He's woven into the L.A. scene, too. Manages the club with her. Apparently knows Holden, connected to Noah. His arrival adds another variable. Is he involved in the crash mystery? Is he protective of Sienna? More unknowns.
And what about Claire? How is she handling all this attention and drama after the crash?
There's a little hint around Halloween, Friday the 31st. Holden apparently sees a new aspect of Claire. Speculation is she might get wild for Halloween.
Meaning stressed out. Or maybe she has a hidden side.
Could be either. Maybe the pressure's getting to her, or maybe there's a more volatile part of her personality Holden hasn't seen before. It's another layer of complexity right when her family is most worried about her.
Is Kyle just stuck in L.A. doing all this spying?
There's a little aside suggesting he makes a quick trip back. The sources say he goes to great lengths for Harrison Locke. It probably means he flies back just so Harrison can go trick-or-treating on Halloween night.
Okay. A brief moment of dad duty amidst the chaos.
A little anchor to normalcy, yeah. But his focus quickly shifts back because his L.A. trip is about to pay off big time.
When he returns to Genoa City.
Exactly. Yeah. In that first week of November, Kyle comes back from L.A., and it looks like he's bringing that serious dirt on Audra Charles with him. And that information connects the danger in L.A. directly back to the corporate power plays happening in Genoa City. Okay, so let's bring it all together now. We've got these three pillars: the AI threat, the LA danger, the personal meltdowns. How do they all converge to set up the big November sweep storylines?
Well, that dirt Kyle supposedly has on Audra seems like a huge first domino.
It really is. Think about Sally Spectra's position right now. She's incredibly vulnerable.
Because she's relying on Audra to run their new company, Abacom.
Totally. Especially because her other potential partner, Billy Abbott, just proved he's completely unhinged by decking Adam in public.
Right. Billy's a liability now. Sally needs Audra to be stable and reliable.
Exactly. So if Kyle walks back into town with some kind of devastating, career-ending information about Audra, Sally's entire business foundation could just crumble overnight.
Wow. So the fallout from Billy punching Adam might actually be less damaging to Abacom than whatever Kyle dug up in L.A.
Could be. Sally needs stability desperately, and thanks to the L.A. investigation, her biggest corporate rival, Kyle, might just have the weapon to destroy it.
Unbelievable. Meanwhile, back at the center of the corporate storm, you have Victor and Phyllis.
Ah, yes. The deal is done. Phyllis handed Victor the ultimate weapon. But everyone watching and the sources themselves are basically screaming, "Phyllis, you should know better."
She made a deal with the devil she knows will burn her. Again.
It seems inevitable. The question isn't if Victor will double-cross her, it's how and when.
How do you think he'll do it?
Well, Victor's transactional, right?
Yeah.
Phyllis delivered the AI.
Yeah.
Her usefulness is declining rapidly.
Yeah.
He'll likely use the AI against Jabot, achieve his goal, and then use the leverage he has over Phyllis, the fact that she stole it, to neutralize her.
Keep her quiet. Stop her from interfering or revealing his role.
Exactly. Make sure she can't blow the whistle or cause more trouble. And Phyllis knows this deep down. She's apparently still scrambling, trying to protect her interests, looking for some way out before the hammer falls.
And while Phyllis is sweating, the rest of the Newman leadership is still out west.
Effectively sidelined, yeah. They're consumed by Noah's recovery and the very real escalating danger to Nick and Sharon in L.A. That focus, that emotional distraction, it's exactly what Victor needs.
It gives him cover. No Nikki, no Victoria, no Nick looking over his shoulder, questioning his methods back home.
It's a vacuum of opposition. It gives Victor a clear runway to launch his AI attack against Jabot with minimal internal pushback. See how the LA crisis directly enables Victor's plan in Genoa City?
It's a masterful, if ruthless, exploitation of his own family's crisis. And poor Kane, what's his status in all this? Still locked out?
Oh, Kane is the definitive loser of these 2 weeks. Still frantically scrambling, trying to get back the AI he unleashed, desperate to clean up his mess before it completely destroys Jabot and his own life.
But he's got no power left. He's just noise outside the gate while Victor runs the show.
Pretty much. His efforts are just this, impotent footnote to Victor's grand strategy.
And finally, that personal climax we keep coming back to, the wedding.
Danny and Cricket's wedding, looming large, with Danny's harsh words still ringing in Phyllis's ears. With Victor's betrayal likely imminent, Phyllis's internal pressure must be unbearable.
The stage is perfectly set for her to crash it.
It feels almost inevitable, doesn't it? That wedding represents everything Phyllis currently despises: stability, peace, acceptance, Christine. Her making a scene there wouldn't just be disruptive, it would be a full-blown public meltdown. A signal that she's maybe crossed a line she can't come back from.
Okay. So looking back at this whole 2-week period, this deep dive from October 27th to November 7th, it's really a masterclass in converging storylines, isn't it? Everything hitting at once.
Absolutely. You see that AI corporate time bomb ticking, moving from Kane's fumble into Victor's arsenal, ready to detonate against the Abbotts.
Right, and Victor's exploiting his own family's crisis in L.A. as cover. That's cold.
Ice cold. Then you have the sheer physical escalation between Billy and Adam. That punch wasn't just personal. It confirms Billy's instability and hands Victor perfect legal leverage.
Leverage to sideline Billy, protect his own AI scheme, and maybe even sabotage Sally's company in the process.
Exactly. And woven through all of this is this theme of desperation. So many characters pushed to the brink.
Like Tessa, maybe seeing Daniel as an escape hatch from her marriage.
Or Kane, desperately trying to undo his catastrophic mistake before it ruins him forever.
And Phyllis, treating that AI, basically selling her soul for what she probably thinks is security or power, but is really just setting herself up for betrayal.
It's fascinating, isn't it? How often the most damaging long-term mistakes in Genoa City seem to come from characters believing they're making the only move they can make. Just trying to fix a short-term problem, reacting out of desperation.
Yeah, they're not always thinking 5 steps ahead. They're just trying to survive the next 5 minutes. Which leads to a really interesting final thought for you, the listener, to consider. Who is ultimately going to pay the highest price for Victor's big AI gamble? Victor's betting everything on his ability to control this chaos he's orchestrating. But history shows his most aggressive moves, especially ones like this that capitalize on his family's pain. They often cause the most collateral damage.
That's true. The fallout could be huge.
So, will the price be paid by the Abbotts if Jabot is crippled? Will it be paid by the Newmans themselves when Nikki and the others return home to find Victor has potentially fractured the family and the corporate landscape? Or will it be Phyllis, who foolishly danced with the devil again?
Or maybe even Kane, who started the whole mess. Lots of potential victims here.
It really makes you think. Who bears the true cost when one person decides to bring it all down for their own gain? That's definitely something to mull over as the sweep's chaos officially gets underway.